Hey everyone, welcome back to the One Era Behind game with Russia. I'm recording this as an intro for part 2 after the game's already finished. I didn't have a good intro ready because I basically just split a single video into 2 parts here. Luckily, I did have a save file. I think this is pretty much where the game will be picking up. So we just entered the medieval era. We are trying to get to space as quickly as possible. We started out well behind the AI, and now we've finally passed them up in culture and science. We just almost doubled our culture and science with the chorus promotion from the Void Singers, and we've managed to get all of the important things that we needed for this game. We needed the Void Singers, we needed Dance of the Aurora, which gave our holy sites faith from adjacent tundra tiles. We needed the work ethic belief as well, that turns that faith adjacency into production. Very powerful. We needed an early golden age, so we've gotten golden ages in both the classical and the medieval era at this point. So it's gone really well. Those were the main ingredients. We're trying to make the most of Russia's Grand Embassy ability, which gives extra science and culture from trade routes to civilizations that are more advanced than them. This has been a really great early boost. Another governor title. Let's get Amani and put her into Geneva. We need to start working on that. First World Congress here. I'll vote light cavalry. I won't prioritize that. Let's prioritize this one. Let's go for campus buildings. This will be really nice if we can get that. Yes, campus production. That's huge. Let's finally get feudalism here. That means we can play the builder card and we can settle a couple cities. Settle here. There we go. 5 charge builder. Settle here. Nice. Barbarians coming in here. Let's get a crossbowman for this. And we've unlocked Kilwa, so let's go ahead and start chopping that out. None of these woods are giving any adjacency to a Lavra, so we're good to go. We have Magnus there. There's no card that will give us production toward medieval era wonders yet, so we're doing the best we can. Let's chop, chop, chop. Just met Scotland here, final player. Let's see if we were the first to meet. Yes, we got the +5, perfect. You get +5 if you're first to meet everyone, +3 otherwise. Found Yosemite, so we get another relic. We'll use Hercules' last charges here on this Lavra. Let's place the campus here now that we're at 4 population, and then buy a settler. Let's settle here on Korea. It's non-fresh, but some good tiles. Not gonna be happy about that, but I think we can probably get stirrups soon. Got our first artist. That's one really nice thing about Russia is it's usually the only time I can ever boost humanism. Usually I never get artists in time to boost it. Let's take Geneva now. There's Sinbad, extra science. Our first merchant. Let's get a couple envoys into Nalanda. We have the Diplomatic League card in, and then we'll switch right back out of it in full turns. Trying to plan out my spaceports and industrial zones now. I'm gonna have 2 spaceports for chopping, and I think I've decided on this city and probably this city for that because they have quite a few things to chop, so we'll leave all of those features there until the very end. So we have those 2. And then we need to decide on the main spaceport, and I think there's like 3 different candidates for this. We could do a Ruhr Valley city here. There's not a lot of other spots we could do Ruhr Valley because of the mountains. We have about 3 rivers in our empire, but mountains really take up basically 2 of them. This city, the problem is getting the population up. This would only work if we can grow pretty quickly. We need to get to 7 population to do an industrial zone, and then we need that to do Ruhr Valley. The second option would be up here. Same problem though with population, it's just a little low. This would be a St. Basil's city, I think. I can't really justify an industrial zone up here because it wouldn't reach anywhere else, literally. If we do one down here, which we will because it's so good, this would take care of a lot of nearby cities. This up here would just really hit Moscow itself if we're gonna get Ruhr Valley next to a river. So that's kind of off the table, but this could be a good St. Basil's city. St. Basil's gives food on tundra, so it could grow. And then of course, what I usually do is make the main spaceport city in the capital, but we don't have a river, so we couldn't do Ruhr Valley. We don't have a ton of mines. We do have some. Population's pretty good, so I'm gonna leave that as a possibility, but I would probably worry a little bit about production in the capital actually. I might try to boost cartography with 2 harbors, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a harbor here, and then the other one would be here when we get to 4 population. Let's evangelize our belief. Synagogues give a ton of faith. Stupas give amenities, which are nice. Cathedral would be an option for more culture, religious art. Let's try cathedrals. I've never really done those before. We're gonna have a lot of artists. We should have a lot of religious works of art, so let's do that. And then the arrow points are nice too. Gonna try to get another golden age. Tribal village, let's see what we get. Anansi, cool, he might be good. Gives science and culture, consumes resources. Settling out east now. +8 lava here, let's work on that. Buy an obelisk. We just placed a harbor here, so let's buy a settler and keep expanding westward. Let's take Merchant Republic. First one, this is turn 93. That's pretty awesome. And then we found Himiko. She'll be good, gives a lot of envoys. Let's go with these policies here. I want to keep Republican legacy in. I don't think the effect is showing here, so let's see what that does. Just to illustrate the power of amenities. 157 to 185 on the science. And let's chop here. I wanted to try to boost civil service. So let's see. Yes, just in time. Let's do the devotion to Himiko here. I'll go ahead and chop that. We don't have much to do here in this city till we get 7 population. So let's do the devotion to Anansi. I'm gonna build an industrial zone in the capital, even though there's gonna be one right down here too. It'll capture a couple extra cities, but mainly I really just want to boost industrialization, and I don't have any other cities that I would want to build industrial zones in right now. Actually, we'll do the industrial zone here to hit an extra city, these 3, but we want to clear the woods first. The woods aren't going to any lavas, so we can clear them. First circumnavigation, let's get an alliance. Lady Six Guy and John Curtin already have research alliance, so let's do cultural. Yeah, let's do that. Let's settle out here. And we're making our way here with our settler and Hercules. Let's buy an obelisk. Let's get our diplomatic quarter here. Kilwa. Hercules just died. We'll get him right back now, I think. And now with Kilwa, we can have a 15% empire-wide boost to our science when we get another scientific city-state. Let's actually do that right now. Nalanda. Let's do 1 in Mitla and then 2 in Nalanda. Let's see what this does. So we're at 210, 257. And then this one will boost our universities. 265 science on turn 98. And something I don't usually do is boost a lot of these techs like buttress, cartography. Now we got to really focus on boosting industrialization. Got to get an industrial zone here as soon as we get to 4 population, and then we'll just buy the workshop with gold. This is city number 14. We chopped some cattle here, so we grew. Let's buy a settler here. This could be our outpost for buying settlers because it has a lot of food and it'll grow quickly. We're at turn 100, 288 science. This is by far the most science I've ever had at this point in the game. My turn 196 Russia game, at turn 100, I had 123 science. It's just the Void Singers, the heroes. We actually need to buy Hercules back. Let's buy another settler here right away. Let's get our intelligence agency now in our capital. We brought Hercules down here to finish this industrial zone quickly. Let's work on mausoleum in this city. That'll give our engineers extra charges. Let's finish the industrial zone here. I actually removed this quarry just so I don't get the era points for finishing it. I want to try to get the points here next era, and who knows, maybe that'll get me another golden age that I wouldn't get otherwise. And then let's buy the workshop to boost industrialization. 5 turns. Oh, we missed Isaac Newton. These were taking the same turn though. I don't know, maybe I did have a shot in there, like one instance where I could have gotten Newton, but maybe not. Maybe it probably cut the points down and Korea was already past the 310. Yeah, I don't think I had a chance there. Let's try St. Basil's here. We finished our diplomatic quarter. Let's buy the consulate. Let's go for Potala Palace. Use Himiko on Kumasi. Let's settle up here. Tribal village, not bad. We'll find another spot to settle, maybe that lake. Got a free builder in this tribal village. Let's get the Mahavihara now. We just finished square rigging. See what we get out of this. Banking. Let's take this scientist. Could be okay, getting maybe some industrial boosts. And then we'll be in, I think the next one is industrial scientists, so the points will increase a lot. Industrialization, turn 106. That's second only to my Korea game for me. Now that we have industrialization, we have coal. Looks like we have about 5 sources inside our borders. We have here and here, 2 in the capital here, 1 under our government plaza, 1 here. We can get an envoy into Antananarivo if we convert, so let's do it. And then that will be a really good city-state to get. We'll bring Himiko down there. We've gotten so many great people, and we'll get 2% extra culture for each one. So I'm gonna guess about a 30% increase right off the bat. The max is 30%. We got our first spy from finishing the intelligence agency. So let's go spy on Korea. Piopiotahi, and we got another relic at Hong Kong down here. So they give production for city projects like the space projects. So that could be really useful at the end. Settling city number 16. Just hit 400 science. City number 17. Korea just declared war on me, so now we're not benefiting from Geneva, sadly. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's really attacking. We can upgrade our units if we need to. World Congress here, so now our campus building production ends. We'll vote for light cavalry and our religion. Okay, wow, we got that even though we only did one vote. Anti-cavalry 1. Let's use Hercules here on this campus. Let's do some pillaging here in Korea's territory to make up for this lost science that they're costing me from Geneva. Here's an opportunity to boost military science. Kill a unit with a knight. Let's do it. Yes. I'll start playing the wonder card here a little bit. Speed up Forbidden City. 5 turns. And then Mausoleum. Let's become suzerain of Antananarivo, and let's see what this does to our culture. Wow, up to 300. That put us way up. I think that was a 30% boost right there. She just got walls. This courser took a beating from the crossbowmen and the walls. I think the only tile that isn't in range of walls is here. Maybe we'll be safe. Let's buy Imhotep here. He specializes in ancient and classical wonders. We can use him to finish Mausoleum, and then we can get into a shipyard here instead. Let's use Emily here, scientist. We have 3 in the industrial that are not boosted, and then 1 in the Renaissance. I was hoping to boost this myself and then get the other 3, but I think we have to go now. Ballistics, economics, good. So now we don't need the 2 banks. And siege tactics, perfect. That actually worked perfectly. And then we're gonna boost steam power. That is exactly what we wanted. So now we're back on track with chemistry here. We need another musketman. Let's use Imhotep to finish Mausoleum. What I love about that is whenever you use Imhotep like that, he gives you double the production for those old wonders. Basically, you can finish a wonder with 1 of his charges. If you use him for Mausoleum, then you get another charge. So you basically start over. Forbidden City. Let's give this combination a shot. We'll add rationalism, add in public works. Let's buy Isidore here. Let's buy a shipyard here. And then in 5 turns, we'll have steam power boosted. Just boosted replaceable parts. Strange, I just put an envoy. I think I had lost Nalanda. Just put an envoy in, and then I got the tech free. I don't know, I only have that one. This is my only Mahavihara I placed a while ago, but I guess I'll take it. I guess I don't need a musketman here then. I was gonna make one. Let's settle out here, city number 18. Oh, I finished the industrial zone 1 turn early. Hopefully that doesn't make me miss the golden age in the industrial era, but I think we'll be okay. I think we have a lot going. We have great people and we should be fine. But yeah, I was planning to hold off on that. It was timed perfectly, but I guess my production increased recently. Wow, Korea's at war with 2 other players. Let's make peace now. Looks like we got the boost for Geneva again. Turn 120, 471 science. So to compare, we were at 319 in my turn 196 Russia game, and our culture's at 349. We were at 137 that game. Let's use Isidore here on Patala. Settling another city here on the horses. Renaissance era, looks like it's me in Australia with golden ages. Of course, we'll just keep taking monumentality as long as we can. Patala. With our new slot, let's play Raj. Let's see what that does for us. Yes, over 500 science. Our spy has gained sources. Let's try to siphon funds. We'll get a research alliance with Gilgamesh. Not sure if he's close enough to trade with, but why not? I just bought a round of builders in some of the weaker cities to try to build them up. I'm gonna try to get Mendeleev to boost chemistry, so I'll do some campus research grants in the capital. Curious what Simultaneum will do for us, so I subbed that in. We dropped in science a bit because we lost a city-state. Somebody else became suzerain, but we'll get that back. Gonna do a boost here by getting some field cannons, a little bit. Not too much. Get a field cannon here, and then let's get one down here. There we go. 2 turns, we'll switch out of those cards. We'll have a couple more envoys and we'll get city-state back. Let's punish Korea here for that war. Let's start consuming her resources. Ooh, got a dust storm here on the one desert tile that we have. St. Basil's. Let's put in diplomatic league here, and I'm gonna target Bologna. Let's get some envoys in there and we can become suzerain. We may even be the first suzerain. Let's see. Yeah, wow, first suzerain in Bologna, not bad. So now we're up to almost 600 science because we get the Kilwa bonus back. Let's start Ruhr Valley here. Got a couple engineers. I'm having flashbacks from my Ethiopia one city challenge. Settling our last city, number 20. Let's grab Maui. He's got some melee strength and we'll move him out to here to take care of the barbarians. Let's get a theater square up here. This will be really nice. Let's put it here and then we'll finish that off with Hercules. Let's buy Brunelleschi here. We can use him to finish Ruhr Valley and then we can get going on with rocketry. Spy failed, at least we were undetected. Let's buy Mendeleev. We need to get him quickly because we're delaying chemistry too long. Let's finish Ruhr Valley. Turn 130, we're over 700 science. So my turn 196 Russia game, at this point I was at 393 science. And then 184 culture, we're almost 3 times as much. So this is looking good. Now we just have to make sure we have the production at the end here to get through these space projects. Let's attempt Oxford here. We'll try to get some builders in here, and we do have some things we can chop. Let's boost chemistry with Mendeleev. Now we can do research labs. Just got our unique unit. Pretty cheap to upgrade from a Corsair. Only 145 gold with the 50% discount. Got another one coming here. Maybe I can combine them and then boost mobilization, because we have 2 other cores already. Let's get an archaeological museum to boost natural history, and then on to mass media. Brunelleschi here working on Oxford. We reached rocketry. Now we can start space projects. By Hercules, transfer here. Let's reassign Pingala to what will probably end up being our main spaceport city since we got Ruhr Valley there. Pretty happy with production. 110. Population will go up as when we get to democracy with our trade routes. Let's finish our spaceport with Hercules. And let's do our satellite 8 turns. It'll probably be like 6 with Pingala. Let's get Hong Kong here. It'll give us 20% toward city projects. That took a turn off. Spy got some gold, but it looks like he got caught. Good, got away. Just unlocked 5-year plan, so now our industrial zones get double adjacency along with our campuses. Magnus just established. Let's chop here for Oxford. 2 turns. Look at these awesome tiles in Moscow. Let's get our first secondary spaceport here. We'll send our spy to our main spaceport city to counter spy. 2 awesome resolutions here. So let's see if we can get campus and scientists. And there's our satellite. And Oxford. Wow, we got it. Both of them. We got our tier 3 government. Play this combination, see what this does. New deal will be interesting. That should help our spaceport city with amenities. Maybe we can get into the positive. 158, that's a big jump. Moon landing is next. Oh, we unlocked it. We were trying to boost that. That must have been a free tech that we got with Oxford. So no need for the broadcast centers anymore. We got Oxford, so let's reassign Magnus to our secondary spaceport city, our main chopping city here. We have power in most of our core cities here. Some of the outer cities will need to do solar farms, which we just unlocked with satellites. So those, and then a couple out here. So 2 on the east and 6 on the west. We can still buy builders with faith. We're still in the Renaissance era, 19 more turns. Let's buy our chancery. And we could get a seaport. I think there's a card that gives production 15% extra if a city has either a military academy or a seaport. So that's perfect. We've now maxed out the scientific city states up to 6 envoys so that our research labs get +3 each. And we're over 1,000, turn 142. 3 great people on the same turn. That's awesome. Here's a merchant that gives 3 envoys to a certain city state. So we'll grab Mitla with that. The boost for Cold War is to research nuclear fission, but I think I'm gonna bypass that. It's a little off track. I need to rush to the Mars colony to time my space projects because we got our moon landing going pretty quickly here. So I'll just push through Cold War. Category 4 hurricane. Highlands map. That's funny. Just got Einstein. That is awesome. Let's see what he does for us. Boost for synthetic materials, which was build 2 aerodromes. Perfect. 1370 science. The AI seems to get ahead in scientist points, and so you cycle through the scientists quicker and you get to the really good ones like Einstein faster. Like it's turn 146. I'm not generating a whole lot more great scientist points than I would be normally, but I think it's just the AI is probably doing more. Yeah, 42 there, 37. Liang is here, so every turn I'm going to be buying a builder there for 6 charges and sending them over to the spaceport. We're working on our Royal Society here, so we can start using those charges if we need to. I'll sort of delay that until it looks like we really are behind on production, because right now we're a little bit ahead, but I think that'll change pretty fast. Here's our moon landing. Now we get the big culture bomb. It's gonna be like 15,000 culture. So this will easily get us to globalization. And now these last civics here are just 1 turn each. Globalization has the International Space Agency card, which is really powerful. It also has e-commerce, which is great too. We have a few turns till we unlock the Mars colony, so let's grab a harbor here. We can buy the buildings up to a seaport and then play the integrated space cell card. We've reached globalization, so let's put this card in, and then let's put e-commerce instead of public works. We can switch back to it if we need to. Let's see what this gets us to. So we're at 1600 science, turn 150, 2240 science, and I think we can get even higher soon when we get more of these city-states. Let's get an encampment here. It'll help us stockpile more aluminum, so it won't take such a toll on our power when we do the laser projects. Robert the Bruce just declared war on us, so now we're not getting the boost from Geneva, but it's fine. We're getting like 15 times more science than him. Let's put in 2 cards. Let's put an integrated space cell for the 15% production towards space projects. And then let's put in containment instead of Raj for a couple turns. And then we'll put in the envoys, Vatican City. There we go. We could grab Nalanda, yeah. Throw some here. Yeah, gets our science back up a little bit. And then here, we need to buy all these buildings. There we go. That should boost our production, get us there quicker. 4 great people on the same turn. Now we have all the city-states. They all survived, all 12. We're at 200 production in our spaceport city. Made it to our tier 4 government. Synthetic technocracy. I think we'll go with these cards here. We'll put in the builder card if we need to buy more builders in the next few turns. And we found smart materials with the Exoplanet expedition, so it looks like it's timing perfectly with our Mars colony. We didn't need to use any builder charges yet. After that, it's straight on to, yeah, this is a pretty good tree here. We could skip this, and then we're just a few turns from lasers. So we got to make sure we have our builders all lined up. We got to remove the improvements down here. I'll check all this to make sure we have everybody lined up and ready. Here's our Mars colony. We just unlocked the Exoplanet expedition, so let's put that down right away. Probably have 2 or 3 turns to lasers, so ideally we need to try to get that launched by then. Let's start using these charges here. 1 turn from the lasers, so we have to be very careful here. We have to go through and remove all improvements so that we can double check it. It's so easy to make a mistake in this part. This strategy comes from Normulator. Watching his videos, you can get to the Exoplanet in 6 or 7 turns if you have a couple good spaceport cities. And then we actually need to buy Hercules. Let's see, Hercules is still alive. This is actually a lot faster than I expected. I was expecting to buy him and then have a spaceport ready here for him. Let's go with these cards now. We got public works back in. Some more builders in Liang's city. It's amazing we can still buy with faith. That's how early it is. So it's just gonna be 1 secondary spaceport city. This will be a good one. Lots of chops. I think 14 I counted. These 2 tiles belong to this city. There's nothing we can do about that. Let's use a charge here to launch the Exoplanet expedition. Okay, so we'll start with the Lagrange projects, the aluminum projects, until we run out of aluminum, and then we'll do the terrestrials. These you can run out of power. We're going to be chopping everything. The reason I'm saving all the 2 charge builders is so that we can chop and then place a solar farm or a wind farm down right afterwards. And then the next turn, we should be moving maximum speed. We have all the ingredients lined up. We have Magnus, 50% chopping, the integrated space cell card, plus we have Hong Kong, which gives us 20%. So it should be pretty good. We just start chopping away. That did like over half. There's 1, do another Lagrange, chop. And then this tile belongs to this city. We're out of aluminum, so now we're on to power projects. Chop, chop. We're out of power, it says. Next turn we'll place those solar farms and everything. Chop. And more chopping. Yeah, these are powerful chops. All these multipliers are really helping. Can we get this one off? Yes. I think we did it all there. And then over here we'll start on some terrestrial laser projects. Get a couple off. I'm not going to do any more here because I don't want to take a toll on the power. We need 28 power. So I'm just going to do campus research. It would take 8 turns to do another one, and we should be at the exoplanet by then. So next turn, we just put down all the power. I think we're in range of the industrial zone though, so it looks like we're already powered. We can make peace with Robert. So we'll get Geneva back. Let's just see how high our science is now. 2850. Doing Future Tech 1 per turn. Future Tech gives 5% extra production towards city projects each time completed. Get these last ones off in the capital. 1 turn. Buy more builders here. We're going 9 per turn. Industrial era now. We'll take Heartbeat of Steam just for the production. Doesn't matter at this point really. And we are going 10 per turn. I think this is it. I think this is the last turn. 41 out of 50. Turn 163. I think it's going to count as 163 in the record book at the main menu. So let's press next turn and see what happens. Let's do it. By far my fastest science victory. I shaved 26 turns off of my America game.
We thrust forward into the unknown.
I did not expect to. I was going to be happy with under 190. This is why Russia, I think Russia's easily the best in the game. Like, I don't, in my opinion at least, I don't know. I feel like there's probably not a close second. Ethiopia maybe with the Void Singers would be pretty incredible, but I don't know. Russia with the Lavras and the work ethic, wow. Let's take a look at our science. Yeah, we did it. Let's go to the main menu real quick and take a look at the official turn count. Here it is, 163 turn science victory. That was an awesome game. Let's take one last look at the empire here. So starting in the east, Mato Tipila, crazy production out here. Heading west, we had Patala Palace. We had St. Basil's Cathedral. Mausoleum out here with the science and culture on the water. And then of course Ruhr Valley, our spaceport city with all the production. We got up to 230. We had our jungle or woods cities, I guess you could say. Capital. It was pretty good. It wasn't anything unbelievable. And then we had our western cities, little cities basically with just campuses. Did have Oxford out here. Ended with 20 cities. I think campuses in every city, so 20 campuses. That's usually the number that seems to work for me. 20 cities pretty much guarantees enough science, and it can really get you through the later techs. Thanks for watching.